road cuts. Maybe I'll come across some road cuts with some awesome crystals in them in the next few days. That would be pretty awesome. I'm still an hour and a half away from my campsite, so I still have a drive, but you know what? I'm enjoying my drive today. I'm enjoying it. I'm going slow. I did everything slow today. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Look at the colors of the cheese. Oh my goodness. And I'm a week earlier than when I left last year. And yeah, fall took a while to come last year. But this year, it's coming in. Beautiful. Okay, here's my vehicle for my trip. It's just a little VW, but I'm not setting it up like an RV like I usually do when I do these trips. I brought my pop-up tent this time. I have to be a little bit more creative, but this little car has a lot more storage space than what I thought. And I crammed, you guys, like I crammed her. That's why I didn't do a little intro, because I wasn't all proud of myself and the way I got it done. I mean, I got it done. Okay. Yeah, I got it done. Right? And they'll be easy to pull out and put back in. I'm only an hour away from my first campsite for the season. This year I've got 4 different provincial parks booked. I might visit a couple more depending on how the time is playing out for me. But as you can see, I'm going slow now. I'm just sucking it all up. It's just so beautiful. I've already been taking my nature pictures, and fall is coming. Everything is dying out. But what a beautiful day today. Oh my goodness, it was all dark and cloudy this morning. I dressed all warm and cozy. In the end, I think I'm good with that. I know it was a driving day, but when I get to camp, I'm gonna wanna set it up and have something to eat, and yeah, settle in for a couple of days. Maybe tomorrow we'll walk a trail. Hold on a sec. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll go walk a trail. I marked in my itinerary book the different trails that each one of these parks have, and I like the walks. I like the light hikes. I do have one big hike I am anxious a little bit about, because it's going to be a hard one, and I'm not somebody who usually gives up, and so I don't want to put myself in a situation, right? I want to make sure that, I give it my best shot, but when it's time to turn around, it's going to be time to turn around. And I'm just playing out my 8 days however I want to, right? My spots are booked. I just want to enjoy each park, and a little bit less of a road trip this year than it was last year. That was a little bit crazy last year. I did 12 different provincial parks in 13 days. It was nutso. This one, I have a couple of days in almost every park. One day I had 3 days in it. And another park is just on the way home, just a place to stop off for the night. So that was one park, but I picked a good one just in case I want to go for a walk in the trail or enjoy my morning sitting in the lake or something. But yeah, we'll see. I'm an hour away, so I'm going to make this my last stop before I get to my first camp of the season, and we'll see how we did. Great big huge campsites in this park. Very lovely. Mine isn't huge, but it's not small, and it's actually quite lovely also. I think I'm pretty close to the comfort stations too if I want to have a shower. I'm not quite sure where, but we'll take a walk later. And in the meantime, let's just take a look at my camp spot. And I just picked it online. They show you a couple of pictures, and that's what you've got to work with. I'm just picking my camp spot for my tent. I was thinking right here, but I think everybody thinks right there. And then I was thinking right there, but there's lots of greenery there, so I don't want to be killing plants. Then I thought over here, but if it rains, there's not much coverage there. So I'm thinking right here. And there's not a lot of plants and stuff going on. I think this is a good place to set up my tent. That's my tent right there. It's my makeshift tent bag. I use a sleeping bag. It works out really well for me. And I managed to get my dragon kite into that bag too. So hopefully it can fly my kite. Oh, lovely spots. I'm looking forward to taking a walk around. It's just beautiful in here. Oh my goodness, and I got so much gear. I can't believe I got this on the car. That's not even all of it. Okay, you guys, I gotta get to work, and then I'll show you when I set up. Okay, I don't know how I'm managing here, but I am making myself hamburgers for supper tonight. There we go. Just about, oh, and a smoky. I'm just gonna flip them now. I just got my tent up just in the nick of time, just before it got dark. I took it apart and put it together a few times. I don't know what I did wrong when I put it together last year, but I did something wrong. There we go. Okay, so can't see much. I got a little campfire, just a little fire going on here. And I'll set it up tomorrow. I'm just all bagged tonight. Just for now, I'm just able to crawl into bed. Oh, I don't even have to go inside. Perfect. Yeah, so I got this 6-man pop-up tent. Supposed to take me 3 minutes. And yeah, wanted to burst into crying when I was putting it together. It was such a nightmare. But it serves me right. I should have checked to make sure it was up and running before I came. I'm just grateful I didn't have to sleep in the car. That would have ruined my entire holiday. Oh my goodness. But I'm here. As you can see, you can't see too much. So I'm just going to have my dinner, have my iced tea, sit down and relax and watch my little fire. And then put everything away and crawl into bed. And we're here, you guys. Oh my goodness. See if I can turn this around. It's just too darn dark out here, you guys. I got a flashlight on me, but it's just making me look all spooky out here in the wilderness. So I guess we'll have a good look-see around tomorrow when I get up. Yeah, I haven't even gone for a walk in the park or anything. I've just been making sure I got a roof over my head. Because that's what I do best. Good morning, everybody. I think it's still morning. I have been up for hours, piddling around. I'm being called to bathe in this. I am at LAKE Provincial Park in Ontario, and so far, as much as I've seen, it is absolutely spectacular. But I think like I said, what I'm being called upon to do today is just to forest bathe, just to piddle around, relax, unwind. It's been a crazy couple of months for my entire family, and hopefully we are coming out of that. Let me turn my camera around. Okay, you guys, this is my camp spot. 2 days I have this spot. I think I did really quite amazing considering I'm just looking at pictures on a website, but this is the camp spot that I chose. I'm the only actual camper in the park today. There are seasonals and RVers passing through, but yeah, we'll start over here, I guess, show you my setup. Like I said, I've been up for a couple hours. I just made some toast this morning for breakfast because I'm planning on making Chinese food for supper tonight, and I want to enjoy the day. I don't want to spend the day cooking and stuff, so I just finished up my few dishes from last night and this morning. Pretty good, right? Oh my goodness, I was devourous last night. I had burgers as soon as I came in and a smoky. I ate it all. It was delicious. This is my setup for this morning. The sun's coming down. It's just a lovely place to sit at. Things that I need for a cup of coffee. I'll make another cup of coffee before I go for my walk. I'll show you the beach and go for a little bit of a walk around the park. I brought my deck of cards. This is my spare deck. This is the one I'm sending off to my friend Kathy in Nova Scotia. But I thought, how nice would it be if I could bring the deck out with me? We worked so hard on that deck that it would be nice if I could bring it out for the holiday, and maybe we could just pick a card every morning and go into it for a couple of minutes. This is the book that I've chosen to bring with me today, so I'm hoping to get into the book this afternoon. I'll pull out my chair. If you can hear the booming in the background, they're blasting out highway. Hear that? Yeah, they're blasting out highway. Maybe they'll blast out some crystal for me to dig through. This is my trip log. I keep all my stuff for my trip, receipts, and I like to document and stuff, and so I've got it all set up here. I got my bird and my squirrel feed, but I tell you, those squirrels are little thieves. But by the time I turned my back on my toast this morning, it was gone. Like, seriously, these squirrels are spoilt here, that's for sure. Yeah, so I had to buckle everything down because we're just going to go for a little bit of a walk, right? That's my kitchen. So next year, that bucket, it's a great bucket, but there's room enough for my food and my kitchen in there. We're going to compact even further. Okay, everybody, kind of got piddling around, but that's what today's going to be all about. I knew it when I got up, but oh my goodness, I'm feeling so good. I thought before we went that we would pick our card and then maybe we can just talk, right? As it comes up in the conversation as we're going to go for a little bit of a walk around. Well, aren't I just the little genius? It's a monopod, so I was able to extend it. It's on the ground, and my knees are, it's in between my knees there. And I'm riding it. Look at, I bet you the stabilization is absolutely perfect. Okay, so we're just going to pick a card, and as it comes up in the conversation on our walk, right? That'll be the feeling of the day. It'll be the message of the day. I just spotted a piece of plastic. I have to make sure that I grab that. It's not mine, but yeah, you can see it's sparkling in the... It just, I catch these things, right? Especially in Mother Nature when things are out of place. Okay, I don't want to see that. Let's just go this way. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. I'm having an amazing day. When I came in last night, oh my goodness, I could have cried. My pop-up tent did not pop up on me. There's my belly shaking the camera there. I'm just laughing at myself. Oh my goodness, right? I love my pop-up tent. Normally just 3 minutes and it's up, and I thought I was sleeping in the car last night. I don't know how I would have managed that. I probably would have slept on the picnic table. Oh, that would have ruined my holiday. But you see, when things push back, you don't give up. You just keep going. I would have gone all night. That would have been my challenge for my holiday, was to get that tent going. Yeah. Hopefully I have a better idea. Okay, stop jibber jabbering. Here we go. Ooh, that kind of popped out, didn't it? Perseverance is in the just not giving up. What was I just saying? You know, when things push up against you, when you think there's no possibility, oh my goodness, the things that we can create, Look what, I really didn't think this trip was going to be happening this year. Look where I'm standing right now. Right? It's just amazing. Listen to the squirrels. They're just waiting for me to leave because they're just going to come and clear out every little scrappy. They'll find some seed. They'll have some seed. Okay, so perseverance. Okay, let's go for a walk. Okay, you guys, let's go for a walk. We're starting off at my campsite. I'm at Blue Lake. I got campsite number 8. There's some pretty lovely campsites in this campground, and fairly large too. And it's a good mix of like there's that one's smaller than mine, but it's got a nice spot for an RV. But this one over here is super massive, and mine is just nestled in the trees. Just nestled in the trees. It's just a lovely spot. I'm very pleased with it. I'm sure I'm going to find nicer ones, right? But that's the idea. That's the fun of it. It's not like the last time I'm going to be here. I'm going to know exactly what spot I want. Look how big this one is. Holy moly. It's a nice little one here. So if you hang out with me on Sunday nights on my Chatters Live, you'd know that I wanted to check out the rentals. They actually rent luxury RVs, and there's 2 of them right here. I want to check. Should we go that way first? We'll look at those later. Actually, I'm gonna just do a walk around here. So I've come across these kinds of comfort stations, and it's just a quick shower and more of an outdoorsy camp kind of style, right? But running water, and it's got a flush toilet, but the door isn't open. Yeah, it's not open, but it's got a sink. You can come in here and wash, but I'll just wash with, a bucket. I got all my stuff. I could do better at camp than I can in there anyway. But it does have a flush toilet, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, I just I know it's silly, but you're hanging out with me, right? But look at all the groundwork on that. That's all falling from the trees. It was falling on my tent last night while I was sleeping. So these trees are getting ready. They're getting ready for winter. And they say if there's lots of good acorns, it's because they want the squirrels to squirrel them away and bury them places so they have an opportunity to germinate. And when it gets too much, the tree shuts it down, right? And he says, okay, we're going to have no acorns for you guys for the next couple of years. And then they starve out the trees because otherwise they don't get any light, right? See, even in nature, it's the, what is it, survival of the fittest. I'm just walking through one of the campgrounds. There's nobody here. These campgrounds are all available. It's the most beautiful time to go camping too. Like I go every September. I come to Ontario, and I just love to explore their parks. Is this a picnic area or camping? These spots aren't super big. Maybe they're, because there's some nice big ones here, but not a lot of privacy. That's what I like. Everybody comes for a different reason, right? Some people like to be by the water. Some people like to have those nature spots all by themselves. That's me. And then other people, right, they come for a little bit of a social event. So they'll be close to the beach and wherever the people are. It is a community. You know, I've never gone on these trips and not had interactions and amazing interactions with people, but you know, it has to be natural, it has to be in your life, and that's all that's expected. Go off, live, ooh, pretty. Go off and live your best life, right? Be a good steward of the world. Enjoy being here, right? And if it's not enjoyable, then you got to put some enjoyable in it. And this is what makes me happy. Now I'm totally lost, but I see water, so we're just gonna walk down here. I should have brought my walking sandals, but I'm just wearing my camp slippers. Oh, okay. I don't know what this is. A little play area, maybe. I like how it's nature. I like how the forest comes right down to the water. It has a very nice nature feel to it. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at you guys. And I didn't even bring any treats with me. Darn. I do that all the time. Always forget. Oh, wow. Okay, do I need to take a picture? Oh. Okay, you guys. Look at this. Blue Lake Provincial Park. Oh my goodness. What a humongous swimming area. Look at this beach. You guys, middle of September. This is beautiful. This is a beach day for sure. Holy moly. Yeah, take the off season. Who knew? But like I said, right, to everybody, their own choices. Some people love the busy, right? But oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what else this park has to offer. Nice group area. Oh, yeah, that was something I walked by behind us or beside us. Right? For birthday parties, group functions. And you can reserve this. How amazing is this? Oh my goodness. Like, seriously. I gotta stop for a picture. You know what? I think I'm gonna go back and put on a new pair of sandals. So, or a different pair of sandals. Now, could you imagine having a wedding here and then having the barbecue party on that patio looking out over the lake? It's like you're at Hawaii or something. And you got a brother-in-law who plays in a band. There's your stage, right? Look at that. What a, right? Even has an aisle for the bride to come down. And everybody could rent whatever kind of camping experience that they want, because it seems that they have. Look at that, just over there. Can you see it? That's for wheelchairs so they can go into the lake. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Yeah, if I'm gonna walk around, I need to wear better shoes. Okay, so somebody's rented one of the RVs. We have 2 RVs up here that are for rent. Okay, we were just coming from down there, and you could see all the group parking in that big loop. That was pretty awesome. Tuck it all in there. Yeah, I could have come right up that trail there, but no, I'm over there somewheres. But any case, this is our lane. So these 2, there's 2 RVs here. They're for rent. Now, take into consideration this is the fall of 2025. And they were only $152 each a night to rent. You have to rent them for 3 nights. But oh my goodness, for $450, what a vacation you could have. There's this one here. And it has everything you need. There's a fire alarm or something going off on that one. But I would rent those for sure. Oh my goodness. That's a for sure for me. My hand is up in the skies on that one after putting my tent together last night. Oh my goodness. But like I said, perseverance, right? At any moment, it seemed like a task that was absolutely impossible. Already in my brain, I'm looking for option B and C and D, and there really isn't anything except like using the tent like a tarp, being a true Grizzly Adams, or sleeping sit up or upright in my car because I can't have the groceries and the bears and stuff will smell that. But I just said, hell, I'm not doing anything. I got lots of lights. Cindy, the queen of the string lights. But they work out pretty good for me. Okay, one more look at my camp. And then we'll head off again. I just need to change my shoes. I think I'm going to wear my jeans. Okay, my juice box, my comfy pair of shoes, and I'm good. Okay, you guys. I haven't gone up around that way yet, so let's just take a different way and look at some of the campsites. And they're all different. That's what I like about this park. They all have a little bit of a different measure for privacy and space, and right, some have 1 picnic table, some have 2. Like this is a nice big campsite, like a really big campsite. This is all, right? But then you have the water tap for people. I've already used it twice today for my dishes. And then, you know, I don't know. This is somebody who wants a quick in and out, nice and easy, right? Just a loop and they're back on the highway. Yeah, this is actually quite perfect for that one. Number 11, right? Just drive right into it. Boom. And in the morning, go do your business. There's nobody around. Like, there's nobody around. We're going to go down here because this looks like a road too. And I'd like to be in the forest as much as I can. More camping spots. It's group camping. Wow. You could throw a fiesta in here. This is really quite amazing, actually. Electrical site. Lots of space. Close to the bathroom. Babysitters. The store. Nice bathrooms. Holy moly, what a nice place to have a wedding, you guys. Oh my goodness. Taps. And let's see if the water view is as beautiful as when we first came up onto the beach. Wasn't that pretty, you guys? Like we were in Hawaii. Oh my goodness. Hope I get in some good footage on this. I really like using my monopod. Nice and easy and comfy to hold on to. This is really quite pretty. Okay, can't tell me that vegging out staring at a beautiful lake is not meditating, because I just sat there for 40 minutes at least, maybe longer. Then I thought, oh my goodness, it's getting hot. Time to go back to camp, into my little forest and sit in my camping chair and read my book. And drink my juice boxes. One family came out to the beach, so that was good. It is beautiful enough, that's for sure. That's why I pick this time of year. Mind you, the black flies have been pretty bad. I won't know until I get home. Because again, I just plow through the little inconveniences, and then when I get home and see all the red marks and how I've been digging my nails into myself, then I'll know how bad they are. But at the moment, Everything is good. Okay, let's see if we can get back to camp. Next summer for sure, I'm gonna rent one of these. Probably this one right here. Either one, good price. Come out here for a week and leave feeling like you really had a little holiday, right? And that's what it's all about, just feeling like you're having a little bit of enjoyment in your life that you're creating, right? You're not just following what somebody else wants to do, that you're doing exactly what you would like to do, and not people bring you down for it, whether it's Pokemon, right? Whether it's surfing or jumping from airplanes or climbing up Mount Everest or winning that gold medal, right? You just set those goals and just work towards them, knowing that you're going to mess up along the way. Mess up big too. Mess up to the point where you just want to give up. My issue was only the tent, right? So you can imagine somebody who has a life and death situation, or, you know, their livelihood or the roof over their head. Yeah. Never give up. Whatever's pushing at you, you got to push back to. Might not turn out exactly the way you thought it would, but you might be surprised. It might turn out better. See? I know the circumference of the park already. And I'm here all by myself. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Yeah, pull out my camp chair from my tent, grab my book, and just sit here till it's time to make dinner and start my campfire. Oh, so happy to be back at camp. Just gonna piddle around. I think I'm gonna have a sponge bath and change my clothes after all. You always feel better when you're all clean and refreshed, right? Maybe that means tomorrow I can just wash my face and be on my way to the next park. We're going to Silver Falls tomorrow for 3 days. We're going to be at Silver Falls. I'm going to attend to almost 11-kilometer hike, and it's supposed to be rated pretty difficult, so we'll see. If I want to stay at camp all day like I did today, we'll do that too. Yeah, sat on the beach for quite a while. That was fantastic. Love the trees. I love my spot all by myself. But pretty much anywhere's in this park you could be by yourself. Yeah, what a beautiful park. Really enjoying myself. Okay, time for a cup of coffee. I have 4 coffee mugs I brought with me. Next year, down to 1 coffee mug and 1 travel mug. This isn't considered a travel mug because it won't fit in my coffee cup holder. So it's the one I use at camp. Okay, time for a cup of coffee. So we're in a severe thunderstorm watch right now for the area that I'm in northern Ontario. It's going to be pretty exciting. I've been sitting here trying to read my book, but I'm being distracted by the wind that's picking these trees up and just whipping them all over the place. And that storm's not even due for like 3 hours. The clouds are just starting to roll in now. It's pretty hot outside, so I'm suspecting that if it's going to thunderstorm, it's going to be a gooder. But oh my goodness, it's gonna be pretty exciting to watch these trees dance around tonight. We got a severe thunderstorm warning, so I decided to be cautious. And I did pretty good. And that makes me happy, being overly cautious because we'll be out of here earlier tomorrow. I won't be dilly-dallying. Maybe I will, looking for my stuff, but I feel good. I did what I wanted to do. And I'll be pleased if it thunderstorms and rains tonight. Won't I be happy that I did that instead of having to do it tomorrow? Yeah, I think I did pretty good. I just thought I'd like to go for one more walk. I like it when I feel the weather kind of stirring up a little bit. So I thought I'll get out one more time. This is a nice big spot. Like, this is really big. Actually, this park is absolutely perfect if somebody were looking to get married at a 50th wedding anniversary and have everybody come out and rent camping spots. Oh my goodness, it's so amazing, right? Bride and groom can stay in one of these RVs if they don't have an RV. Wouldn't that be amazing to have that experience? I'm going to do that next year, at least 3 nights here. This park has enough to offer for enjoying it 3 nights for sure. Okay, I got about 15-20 minutes before it's dark. I know it doesn't look like it by the camera, but it is going to be dark. I wasn't hungry, but I'm not wasting any meat this year. That was the deal. Any meat that I bought had to be used up. I wasn't going to throw anything away because it's spoiled. So tonight I'm having teriyaki chicken and cream wild rice and noodles and chicken and teriyaki sauce. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm going to eat all of that, but going to give it a good hack. And then I'm going to wash up my dishes, wash up myself, and call it a night. I am po-poed. It has been a fantastic couple of days here. I really enjoyed this park. It really made the difference not having that rush. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm chasing down the last of a sunset here. If I thought I had time, I would have rushed through my dinner, but oh my goodness, when I looked and saw that the sky was still red, I thought, okay, Cindy, you can run down here and grab one for Google Maps. Here, we'll go up the mat, it's easier. See what the sunset looks. Oh, it's all gone, but it's still pretty. Okay. I would have to say those couple of days were pretty amazing. Besides the stress out over the pop-up tent not popping up. And in the end, that all worked out. I'm going to give this provincial park Blue Lake Provincial Park, Ontario. Oh, I'm gonna have to do her high. I'm going to say 8.7. It's pretty spectacular. You get an opportunity to come up this way, I definitely recommend it. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that I pretty much had this park for myself the entire 2 days that I was here. Okay, time for a picture. Good morning, everybody. I hope it's still morning. I've been just kind of hanging out on myself, by myself, just kind of doing my own thing, just slowly getting ready to leave. The tent is empty. It's the last thing that has to come down. Usually comes down pretty fast. Next time to make note is I do need a broom. Good morning, everybody. I hope it's still morning. I've just been kind of pacing myself, doing things slowly, organizing as I go. And yeah, getting a lot stuff fresh and ready to go for my next campsite, which is Silver Falls Provincial Park. And I'm there for 3 days. I'm pretty excited. As you can see, I'm all ready to go. Yeah, we didn't get to do a trail at this park. I mean, we did lots of walking. Oh my goodness, we did lots of walking. But Blue Lake is the lake that we're leaving. So amazing. Oh my goodness, I look forward to coming back next year. My number 8 spot, I picked it perfectly. The only other one that would have been a really good one was number 16. I made that to note. It's just in a little bit busier area closer to the beach and the buildings and stuff. So that was the only reason. But what a beautiful spot that one is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but I picked really well. It was perfect for what I wanted. And I had the whole campground to myself. Right, few RVs, but other than that, I was all on my own. What an amazing couple of days. Let's hope the next couple of days is going to go just as well. This one was a non-electrical site, and the privacy was good, and the quality was good. It was nestled in the trees, which was true. 60 by 75 feet, that's a big lot too. Next time I said check out number 16. Yeah, I was the only tent camper in the park, and I still was. Yeah, known for its crystal blue waters. It was like Hawaii down there. We didn't do any of the trails. Oh, we did the boardwalk. But we didn't do, I wanted to do this Rock Point 4-kilometer. We'll see how close we are until our timings. I haven't been looking at the time at all. I just kind of, like I said, pacing myself. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We got a 4.5-hour drive today, you guys. I'm 40 minutes away from a donut shop coffee. I'm happy. Tim Hortons. Yeah, so tonight, non-electrical, average quality, 25 by 36, so a lot smaller than this campsite that we had today. The privacy is good. No comfort stations, so I filled up my water container. I'm not even sure if they're going to have any like water pumps or anything for me. There was supposed to be thunderstorms last night. They didn't roll in, but I can see the clouds and stuff are rolling in periodically. Yeah, we got a big hike tomorrow, you guys. Oh my goodness, a big hike. Okay, we're up for a challenge. Okay, but yeah, 8.7 for my experience and everything that kind of went on, and it should have been a lower one because that mishap with the tent, that's why I'm so anxious about bringing it down, because I want it to go back up the exact same way I bring it down. So it's really easy, especially if we get caught in a thunderstorm. Okay, I gotta get ready, have a quick shower, because, yeah, there won't be anything except jumping in the water. Okay, everybody, you can see it's all packed up. We're all done here, you guys. I was just doing my last walk around just to make sure I didn't leave any trace that I was even here, and I didn't. A few things that I would have done better so far on this trip, but you know what? I had the most fantastic couple of days that I could have hoped for, even better than what I had come up with. All I had to do was to reserve the spot and make sure I got myself here, and I don't know. So grateful, you know. Lots of people, they just grumble and complain about what they don't have. And it doesn't really happen unless you put your part into it too. You know, lots of people, they pray for the things that they want. And I'm really beyond grateful that I happened on to that understanding that, you know, you have to put that effort in, right? What was that saying? God helps those who help themselves. And if you really want something, if it really means a lot to you, then you give yourself that, right? Just be a steward in what you love. And I love Mother Nature. You know, I love this experience, and we're not even close to being done yet. We're not even close to being, and it's a lot of work, you guys. Oh my goodness. Like I said, there's so many things that I could do different. Right, but understanding I'm limited in the amount of space that I have in my vehicle. Also, the equipment always has to be updated. You know, I got to remember that I'm going to be moving into retirement, and I want to do this for as long as I possibly can. And, you know, those RVs, right? The RV life is looking pretty good right now. But, right? It ain't gonna happen unless I put that little bit of steam into it, right? And the miracles and the conversations and the experiences that lead up to it will unfold, and we'll see, right? You know, I wanted to do this trip so badly, and this was a really kind of a bad year, but life kicks people, right, into difficult years, and it's a matter of finding those moments, right? Finding those places, finding those opportunities, having those conversations, and let it be known, right? That this is the plan, this is the goal, and things will just kind of work out. We had this word perseverance, and what a nice way to end that couple of days that I had by going right back into it, right? It's not telling you to grind yourself to the ground. Enjoy yourself in the process, right? But expect to be ground into the ground before you become the expert, right? Took me over a year just to be able to come in front of the camera, right? I just stopped dyeing my hair for the first time since I was 16 years old, religiously every 6 weeks. I don't know if anybody's noticed that it's been coming in, been using headbands and stuff, but you know what? This is movement. This is change in my life. You know, and nothing good ever comes without that experimentation to see what's good for you, because what's good for one person is not good for you, right? And the opposite way around. And sometimes you're lucky. I'm just seeing the bird behind me, see if you can get it up there. You know, but sometimes if you're lucky, you get a little bit of both. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. That the things that are important to my life, they're finding a way of showing up in my life, right? And if I want that RV life, that B-class motorhome that I can just get in and drive and have everything all set up so that when I'm ready retired, that I could just travel from provincial park to provincial park, and right, There are so many people in this community, and just the fact that I'm connecting, like, everywhere as I can, on a tree, on the ground, right? Wherever you can contribute that little bit of gloriousness that we're so privileged to be a part of, right? To each one of us. Don't hold it too close. I'm about to head off to the showers. I found the comfort station. They close down some of them as they get slower in the season. I was the only one in this campground camping. There's some RVers, but I was the only one camping, and there's a lot of sights. And what a beautiful, oh my, beyond beautiful up there, you guys. And you guys know I go to a lot of provincial parks, and I gave it a high mark, 8.7. Most of that is because of the tent. But things change, don't they? Just put it on the bucket list and start working towards it. Okay, you guys, let's start this day.